Why, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Mark. How you getting on today? Welcome back, hello, how are we? No idea why I've started doing that twice now. You get it in the intro. You then get asked again how you are in the second time. It's just because I care and I'm a sweetheart. Throw all this in there. Now, you will notice that I'm not currently at the Ocean Monument. That's for a very good reason. That one. My god, it was right. Yeah, lovely. I need to get the end stone because it's time to start messing around and trying to make things look good. There also is... How's my glass? That's fine. There's also another idea on the table right now. Let me grab a shulker. That's not the right box. Hey, there's that. Where are my shulkers? Aha! Thank you. Throw you there. Empty all you out. And fill you up nicely. Chuck you in there. Grab you. Throw my silk touch away before I forget about it. Let's head back over. And let me tell you about the ideas we have. Well, actually, this is my idea that I'm trying to convince B to do. Now, you see, the idea that I'm trying to convince B to do, I have just... Oh, for goodness sakes. The idea that I'm trying to get B to do, also, just before we forget... Oh, guys. Guys, have a day off. Oh, I'm gonna need to light this place up before I can show this off. Actually, if I've learned anything from my mob grinder, hopefully nothing will spawn here, right? Is that correct? It won't spawn, like, nope, never mind. That was, right. Doesn't matter. For God's sake, it's so dark. Look, I randomly, actually, hold on. All right, this place is a lot deeper. I've dug this down another 5 blocks all by myself while B was at work. It was absolutely maddening. I think this is probably where we're gonna finish. Just because I think this is possibly currently high enough in the air. I think that looks good. Never mind, things will just continue to spawn behind me. I was just wrong. But look, came across a geode. That's quite cool. Now, what was I saying? You can go away. Do I even have torches? I've only got 33. Ugh. Okay, right. What was I saying? So, the idea that I'm trying to convince B to do. Now, annoyingly, it's a really, really big task. It's not just something that I could do, show her what it looks like, try and convince her that way, and then if I don't like it, if she doesn't like it, then we can just tear it down and do it again. I mean, technically, I could do that, but I would probably end up in some kind of asylum. All right, hopefully that's enough torches. Yeah? Yeah. All right, now where's the middle line? I think it's here? No. Go away. Ha! Right. Is it there or is it one over? Is it here? Yes. Okay. Right. This has already started terribly. Right. The idea I have in my head. So, last episode, remember? Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh my god, it's a whole cave. Oh, I'm actually so over this already. Go away. I actually just hate slime. I hate doing these things because you always end up in a slime chunk and it's always maddening. Right, the idea. Now it's getting dark. I actually do promise I will get to talking about the idea in a second. Just have a look at the lanterns and the glass. That's worked perfectly. Actually, I say perfectly. There's already an idea in my head. I think I'm gonna swap... I think I'm gonna swap out the magenta for... God! Just stand still. I'm gonna swap out the magenta glass for pink because even though there's purpur, I mean, the idea is in the name. It's meant to be kind of purpley. I think it's very lilac-y and very violet-y, so I don't know if it goes amazingly with the magenta. So perhaps pink is a good idea. So at some point today, we will be trying out the pink glass. Hopefully, I will finally be able to say what I'm trying to say. How did you How are they still spawning? How are they still spawning? Is this just not light enough? Honestly, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood! Honestly, I have a finite amount of time before the football starts. I'm just trying to get some recording done so I can do some off-camera work while the football is on. Leave me be. Don't you start. Go away. Apparently the zombie despawned. Now you're dead. Great. Now! Oh, there's a slime. Oh, this is cursed. This recording is already cursed. I'm over it. I'm finished. I'm done. Oh, it's not even worth it. It's not even like a be-all, end-all, greatest idea. You've just made me misplace a block. I'm having the worst possible time here. Is there any way to stop these guys from spawning without, you know, replacing the floor with half slabs? Because I think that would kind of ruin what we're going for in here. Right. Come here, please. Anyway, so I'm going to replace the understand. No, I'm not. I was going to say the underside of here with the end stone. I still haven't told you what the plan is. So basically, last time over here, I said this is going to be end themed, right? Easy. It's per blocks. It'll be end themed. It's fine. If we are going to keep it this half and half design. Also, I am genuinely so sorry. We're probably 6 minutes in and all I've done is just cry. Then over here would be something else. Now, I said it would be something mountainous, something grassy, dirty, something like that. The idea came into my head. What if we use like the new moss stuff? We could have all the azaleas. It would be really cool. I need to stop standing still because I've still got all this to dig out. So I hope you agree with me. Using moss could be be really cool. It would be very green. It would be very luscious. We could make it somewhat jungly. Now, hear me out. Yes, this looks quite cool with a prismarine going into the purpur. However, will it go with the moss? Will it go with the dirt and all that kind of jazz? I'm not really sure. However, what if we did what we did over there and we replace these blocks one by one with stone blocks? Chiseled stone, cut stone, whatever they're called. And then we have the purple over there. We have the nice gray over here, which would allow... Oh, where have you come from? Which would allow for all over here to be like jungle themed, as if this was a massive jungle temple to go right beside the end temple. I don't know. That's in my head. I think that could be really cool. I do tell you what, I really wish this was over there because I would absolutely incorporate this. Actually, I suppose that purple there could probably be incorporated because it's purple above it, but I don't know. It would be much cooler if it was over there. This guy's really annoying me. So for right now, the football's on in 10 minutes. I'm going to cut away. When we come back, all of this will be end stone. And then when we come back, I think we might try the pink glass. I'm really sorry that I've waffled on for a long time. There's a lot of ideas in my head and I'm not very good at moving my thumbs while my mouth talks. Case in point, you know what I mean. I will see you later. So just a very quick interlude here, just in case you were wondering. I mean, not that you probably were. Here's what one shulker worth of endstone looks like in a 100 by 100 circle. Not a lot. Luckily, I still have 2 more to go, which I am very confident will fill over here. But yeah, just in case you were wondering, that's what that looks like. So I'll see you in a wee bit. Hello and welcome back. So that took about 2.5, 2 3/4 shulkers. So realistically, not that bad. However, we obviously still have all the walls to do, and I have a certain idea what I'm going to do for that. You'll actually see when the time comes. However, that probably means I'm going to need to go and get some endstone. So far, I think this actually helps brighten up the place. Now, I think over here, regardless of if we keep this prismarine or if we change it to the stone, is going to be the dirt and the grass and some of the moss, which means I think that I can probably replace all here with dirt. Now, luckily for me, I have a whole other half of football to do that in. So I tell you what, actually, hold on. As I'm saying that, is it just become nighttime? Oh, for God's sake. I thought the sun was coming up, not going down. Right, now what was I saying? I don't think I had actually started saying anything right. But good, I can start again. Now, under here is pretty much all grass. I really cannot state just actually how long this took me. So I started doing the endstone sometime before the football started at 12. It is now 2:30, and this has just been finished. So roughly, this has taken nearly 3 hours, and that's just to do the floor. What are you doing in there? What are you standing? You're a menace. Don't look at me like that. So basically, this has taken a very long time. I definitely think it was worth it. I think this looked great. I think it really helps visualize everything that we're wanting to do in here, and also I do know that I did say that some of this will be moss. I wasn't 1,000,000% sure what or how much, so I figured at least when I have the time, I might as well just make it all grass, and then in the... What have I done? What have I missed? 3 blocks? And then I just figured that when the time comes, we can then decide what we want to do with moss. And I will be honest with you, if you disagree with what I've decided to do, you know, free speech and all that, but you are wrong. Much better. Also, for anyone wondering, we didn't win, we didn't lose, it was a draw. On to Thursday. We have a semi-final in Europe. Not that you care, I'm just buzzing. So, what am I gonna do next? I think let's replace the pink glass up there, because I really don't actually know what my plans are. We might as well do something easy. I can't believe I didn't take damage there. Lovely. There's always something that does not feel good about destroying glass with a spade. But I've not got a silk touch pickaxe handy. I mean, it'll have to do. Does this look any better? Actually, I don't know. I don't think that looks better. I don't know if it looks worse, but I must admit, I don't really know. I feel like this is too dark, and I feel like this is just too much of a different color. But then what are the alternatives? Just use purple? And yeah, I mean, what else have we got to lose? I'm gonna go make some purple glass. Oh, of course it's gonna start. Yep, cool. Love that. Now, I personally think the purple looked really good. I mean, maybe it doesn't look that good, but I mean, it looks pretty good. I think it goes much better with the amethyst. I think it doesn't stick out as much. I think that's exactly what we need to go for. So from now on, anytime that we have the little nubbins like that, and well, when I say from now on, these are the only ones. So I mean, that's kind of it. Yeah, they're purple now. That's, I don't know. That's pretty much it. What else have I done though? Well, if we come down here, I have finally made all these legs here. Now, don't get me wrong. That is not saying that we are keeping the prismarine. I am still just as likely to switch from the prismarine to the stone, I think. I just wanted to actually have a look and see if this is what what we like, just to see what it looks like. I think it looks really menacing from under here. It's really, really big. Yeah, that's what I've been up to. Now, as for next, I'm either going to start doing the walls with the grass and the end stone, because I have an idea in mind, I just need to actually take the time to do it. Or alternatively, what I was thinking of doing is possibly making a line of stone here, just so we can see what the contrast looks like between the purpur and the stone. Just so we have all the facts, I can see what it looks like, B can see what it looks like, you guys can see what it looks like. That way we can all make an informed decision on what we actually want to do. So with that being said, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, so I'll be back in a wee bit. Hope you're enjoying seeing where this is going so far. I'm really having a blast. Welcome back! Now, did you miss me? Now, did I already say now? I can't really remember. I've been working on doing this. Now, go up. I keep saying now. Go away. This doesn't look like much. And, well, I mean, let's be honest, it's not. The fact that all these slimes are going to be down here is... well, let's not split hairs. It's a massive issue, and I don't really know what to do about it. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Now, I said now again. I'm honestly just getting angry with myself. So, this is kind of what the rest of around here is going to look like. I haven't done more of it, and that is purely just down to the fact this took a very long time. Because, for example, the easiest way that I found to do this, pillar my little tuchus up here, just replace under here because the side is obviously the dirt, and then just kind of, I don't know, what's the visual part of saying play it by ear? You know what I mean? Just kind of, I don't know, flying by the seat of my pants or something. I don't know. There's a saying, I don't really know what it is. And then just trying to kind of, to the best of my ability, kind of just make it look good. Now, I know it might not look great for now. I would very much like to think that when it's done, it won't necessarily be the most amazing thing you've ever seen, but it at least will fit the aesthetic. It's a very hard sentence to say. It'll hopefully at least fit the aesthetic, and it won't look out of place, and it'll kind of look like I'm hoping, but it also just, you know, it might go away. A lot of work might need done, but at the very least, when I do this, for example, and we have it all looking like that, hello, sir, we at least can then just play around and make it look more natural and get rid of blocks that we don't necessarily need. That one seems to be surplus to requirements. That as well, I've clearly done a little bit too much. Stand myself up there. Goodbye to these boys. Fill that in. And then we come down here and it looks a little bit better. So that's what I've been doing. It's taken a very long time to do. As you'll see from up here, I haven't actually gotten around to turning this to stone yet. That'll be in the next episode. It'll possibly be how we start. I'm not 1,000,000% sure. This is far too much work just for me to do off camera, so I think we'll probably jump back and forth. Maybe if I think of any interesting story that's ever happened in my life, I don't really know. Go away. I can tell you the story while we're doing this, just because if I do all this off camera, as well as then doing all the end stone, it's just gonna take a very long time to do, and I'm not gonna have anything on video. But I think hopefully you can forgive me for that. Now, next episode, we'll be finishing off that, or at least getting more of it done. I really don't know if we're gonna finish it because these walls are really high, and it is just gonna take a very long time to do. We'll experiment around by having a look at the color palette for this here. I'll probably either do a line right down the middle, or we'll do one of the arms out here. I'm not really sure which one would actually give the best representation for it, but it is certainly something that we will just look into. Also, what we will do, if I can... oh, hello. That didn't tickle. In here, obviously, over here still looks exactly the same, or, well, we've not done anything to it, so it would be a bit weird if it didn't look the same. Whereas in here, actually, I don't think I've lit up in here fully, so there might be baddies in here. This floor looks very funky. The rooms in here, we do need to take these down. What's the point in having these rooms here filled up with this nonsense? If we're actually going to use this as a functional building, there's a lot of rooms in here that are completely surplus to requirements. How is this just floating here? Who put this here? I don't think it was me, but I also don't know how it floated. Is this you? I don't know how this is floating like this, and I don't think that was here earlier because I was in here having a look. All these can come down. We can We've done a really bad job at this. But yeah, for example, like here, how? There's so many blocks missing. Oh, I don't know. Look, a lot of work needs done in here. We're gonna interior decorate in here. Interior decorate? We're gonna interior design in here. Work out how the hell we can start climbing up these rooms as well. Everything will be hunky-dory. Now, it would appear that possibly I have found a fix for what is wrong with my recordings. The whole desyncing issue. And long story short, it just appears that if I don't use the expensive version of my editing software, software, it doesn't seem to try and fix the broken clips. It just kind of cuts off the bit that's broken. That's all it needs to do, and they work fine. So I've gotten very ballsy, and this recording is currently 7 minutes long. You've probably only heard maybe about 2 minutes because of all the retakes and stuff. But I'm back fearing nothing. It's probably very bad. I can just waffle and continue to talk and keep going and probably die without the fear of having to re-record it all again. So that's fun. I think that'll probably serve as enough of a wrap-up. Why am I standing in the nether portal? If you've enjoyed seeing what the project is doing today, if you enjoy seeing what I've done with the project today, you can leave a like in the video. If you have a preference in the purple, the pink, or the magenta glass, absolutely let me know, and I'll be sure to tell you why you're wrong and why the answer is purple. You can also subscribe to the channel. It's completely free. You get uploads every 2 to 3 days, and you get to see what I do with this place, and you get to see if these slime either kill me or I just bite the bullet and I replace everything in here with half slabs and make the place look like a wooden mess. So having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble, you don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll see you laters.